because I'm feeling very much spring-like, man. But Michigan, Saginaw is not very spring-like today, man. It is cold and getting colder. So bear with me, indulge me, as I enjoy just a touch of springtime and summer with this hat that I really like. So if you've been around my channel for very long, you know that I have a long-standing interest in the subject of UFOs. What are they? Where do they come from? Are questions that, for everyone, I believe, begs an answer. I've long pondered, would it not be amazing if God had indeed put intelligent beings on other worlds? And as I said, I did believe that for a while. My thoughts have changed on that a lot over the years. I now believe that there is other life out there, but not life of God, rather a pseudo-life the devil himself has been able to put together by using DNA and genetically altering material that's already been created, because he cannot create original material. So, but I do believe he works within the confines of creating hybrid bodies by that method. They're ugly usually, and they look very alien to us, and that is what you would want if you were if you're trying to fake people out into thinking you were an alien. In the Old Testament, when the corrupted and rebellious angels came down to earth and took wives of the humans, they came down in what I believe were genetically mutated bodies. They are the Nephilim. These modified bodies were destroyed in the flood of Noah, but the evil spirit within lived on, as will our spirit. It's up to us, though, wherever we live, depending on our relationship with Christ. But now that we are in the end times, and I believe firmly that we are, the Nephilim have been returning in modified bodies, in UFOs, to deceive us into believing that they are invading Earth with the ultimate goal of helping us achieve a higher state. And they are, in my opinion, the great deception that is told of in the Bible that will delete or deceive the very elite. And Father God shortens the days of that time for the elect's sake. How did the devil get the bodies to work with? Well, we might have President Dwight D. Eisenhower to thank for that. And this might sound crazy, but crazy enough to be true. There is seriously strong evidence that President Eisenhower met with aliens 3 times before, but specifically one meeting at Holman Air Force Base in February of 1955 is of interest. They all are, but this one of particular interest. His meeting was with what we call the gray aliens. They are ugly little dudes that are nasty by reputation. They are. So there is, again, evidence that a treaty was signed between President Eisenhower and the gray aliens. Now, there were 5 terms to the treaty. 2 particular should enrage us as Americans if indeed those terms are true, that it really was signed. And the first one I want to just zero in on. They could abduct humans for various experiments with the government's permission, but had to provide names of all of those abducted to the secret government group known as Majestic 12, and that it not be revealed that such a contract was ever entered into. So it'll be interesting to see with President Trump now signing an executive order to get the secret UFOs files revealed, if there is rock hard solid proof that this meeting actually happened. I believe it did. So many of the abduction cases on file, such as the case of Barney and Betty Hill, were in fact quite real, and they are among many high-profile cases, but theirs was the first. The news recently, as I said, reveals that President Trump has signed an executive order to release the government secret UFO files. Will the abduction phenomena be covered? I think it would have to be in those. I would also love to see the 1966 UFO flap here in Michigan covered that I experienced myself. And I wasn't abducted, but I experienced, there's videos on here about what I experienced. Won't go back into that right now. So I hope that that information comes out. The Pascagoula incident, Exeter incident, so many cases that are just totally mystifying. So perhaps the UFOs do not come from some alien planet far away. Maybe, and I think this is a good possibility too, that the devil has made his base within the earth. Maybe they come from right here on our own planet, but not from the surface, but inside the planet, known to us as the hollow earth theory, and it seems very possible, very plausible. But that's, as they say, fodder for next time. It's an interesting subject, and I hope to take a look at it with you in a little more detail than this video was. And thank you for stopping by. God bless you all. Love you very much. And I'll see you soon. And pray for an early spring month. Peace. God bless you all. Love you much. Mwah.